Thank you, and I look forward to your district. And I just have a few small things. First of all, when the clerk actually asks you to raise your hand to take the oath, if you want to follow along, the oath is inside your program, okay? So you can know exactly what you're saying. So you can repeat, yes? Okay. You all have a program? Anyone else have another program? Okay, next, most of you, not all of you, receive a name change, yes? This form is very important. I would say this is as important as your certificate, but this is the only way that you can that you change your name today. Okay, so make sure you keep it in a safe location. I don't know if Ms. Martha told you that when you get ready to take your certificate to the post office or wherever you're gonna go to get your passport, you're gonna have to surrender that certificate for your passport. So, you know, you may want to make a copy of it for yourself, just so that you can have a copy for it. You know, it's always best to have a copy. They'll return it, but you're gonna have to surrender your passport, your certificate and passport. Okay? So make sure you make a copy of that. Make sure you keep this in the safe location. If there's anything that has to do about your naturalization today, your kids who are naturalized, anything that has to do with your certificate, make sure you look at your certificate. Make sure all the information is correct. Remember, you get busy, you get excited, and then you find out that your name is misspelled. Make sure you pay attention. This is your document, so make sure your documents are right before you leave this courtroom. So when you leave this courtroom, no one else in this building can help you. You'll have to go back out to the English ones, yes? So make sure you take care of your business for yourself. Yes? Okay. When you take photos, make sure you cover up your A number, which is in the corner. You can take all the photos you want, but you know, just be careful about posting things online. It's your information. Yes. Okay. And family and friends, we are super excited for them to becoming naturalized. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So we want the same excitement and the same enthusiasm when the judge actually says that, you know, I just signed the order for to become citizens and your name change, and I think they deserve a round of applause. That will be your cue to celebrate your family and friends, yes? Yes. And then afterwards take them to somewhere that is expensive for lunch, yes? Yes. Oh, I didn't have that same enthusiasm. Okay. I know we have a lot of people, we have a lot of children in here, but if your child becomes fussy or your child becomes disruptive, please just excuse yourself. This is their day. We don't want to take away from their day in order to make sure that they hear everything they need to hear and have this day for themselves. Yes? Yes. So I don't want a marshal or a security guard to ask you to leave. So do that for yourself. Yes? Yes. All right. We will begin shortly. We handled everything for voter registration. Make sure you fill that stuff out and get it to them, and then we'll go ahead and start. We're excited for you. Congratulations to you all.
Guess they don't have cameras in here. They took those two down.
What's that behind that flag? What's that behind the flag?
Yeah, there's a camera there. Back here behind us.
Right there.
Oh, they took that one down. There's one back there behind the flag and then two back here.
All rise. The United States District Court for the Western District of Oklahoma is now in session. The Honorable Scott L. Paul, Chief Judge presiding. God save the United States in this honorable court. Please be seated.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to preside over this very special ceremony in which many of you are receiving your citizenship. The process of becoming a citizen through naturalization is a lengthy one, which has involved lots of work and effort on your part, and you are to be commended for your efforts leading to this very special day. I'm also pleased to welcome the friends and family members who are here with you today to witness this ceremony. I know many of them have gone through this lockstep, hand in hand with you, and we appreciate their being here today. There are a number of others here today who have been of particular help to the court in putting this ceremony on, including representatives of various government offices and patriotic organizations and other volunteers. And I would like to recognize those special guests with the thanks of the court. I would also like to recognize our former United States Magistrate Judge, Valerie Couch, who is here with her grandchildren today. From the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, Officer Martha Swacheska, Clerk Caitlin Austin, and Clerk Jessica Bruza. Voter registration volunteers represented by Victor Gorin, Sandra Birdsong, and Linda Tracy. Daughters of the American Revolution, the Ouachita chapter, Marcy Grant, Carolyn Rawlings, Robertha Ferris, and Linda Stewart. Also from the Sons of the American Revolution, Mike Williams, John Dillon, and Owen Broyles. I will now call on Martha Swacheska, Designated Naturalization Examiner from the Office of Citizenship and Immigration Services, Department of Homeland Security, to present the applicants for citizenship.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, before presenting the government's request, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the candidates for naturalization by their country of former nationality. There are 19 countries represented here today. And as I call the country of your former nationality, please stand for a moment and then you may sit down. So, the countries are Bangladesh, Brazil, Cameroon, China, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, India, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Nepal, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, Taiwan, Togo, and Vietnam. If it pleases the court, the government is proud to present 45 candidates for citizenship. For each of our candidates for citizenship has been examined by a duly designated naturalization examiner of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service and found entitled under the law to be naturalized. Each of our candidates has the required residence and physical presence in the United States, in the state of Oklahoma, and within the jurisdiction of this court. Each of our candidates has established that during the statutory period required by the law, he or she was of a good moral character, attached to the principles of our Constitution, and well disposed to the good order and happiness of the United States. Each of our candidates, unless they were exempt by the law, has demonstrated an ability to read, write, and speak words in an ordinary usage in the English language. Each has demonstrated his or her knowledge and understanding of the fundamentals of the history and government of the United States. Therefore, I present to you the applicants for naturalization and ask that you administer the oath of allegiance and admit to the United States citizenship the applicants and grant their respective changes of names.
Thank you, Mrs. Wojcicka. I would now ask the applicants for citizenship to stand and take the oath of allegiance to your new country. The oath will be administered by Clerk of Court, Joe King.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God.
Thank you. Please be seated. You have now all just taken the oath of allegiance, and I will now sign an order granting petitions for citizenship and for name change. What if I didn't have a pen? You are all now citizens of the United States.